en la ciencia.
What's up, y'all? We're back here again.
What's up, CJ?
What up, man?
I'm back from
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
How was it?
It was cool, dude. It was very hot, but I come back home and it's freaking hot as shit here too, dude. Fuck.
What was the actual like temp there?
Like high 90s, close to 100, but
Oh, like same here.
it's just a different kind of heat. Like right here, you can stand outside and you probably won't start sweating as fast as over there. And here it gets kind of like cool at night. Over there it stays hot, bro.
Really?
Like if it's like, it'll stay like 90 all night. So
That's
it's
gross.
It sucks. So you could like kick it outside in your porch or your lawn or whatever, but it's still hot as shit.
That's how when we went to Cancun. That's how Cancun was, man.
And Cancun is like that all year round.
It's like during the day it's fine, like because you can be at the beach or in the pool or whatever. But like at night, when it's like 9 o'clock at night, bro, like you stand outside, it's like sticky still and hot.
And then there was a big ass thunderstorm. When was it? Probably I want to say Wednesday or Thursday. I want to say Wednesday, but like at 3 a.m., bro, like nonstop. It was thunder and lightning. Like the lightning looked like it was a rave going on outside, and then the thunder was loud, bro. Like the house shook. That's why I woke up. I'm like,
that was God partying, bro.
That was Thor.
That was Thor.
I said there better not be a freaking tornado, because you know how over there there's tornadoes.
Yeah,
I said, fuck that shit. But I'm back. Obviously, that's why there was no drop at 3 a.m. because we record Sunday and I was there Sunday, but we're back.
How's your fam?
Everybody's good, dude. The kids are growing up hella fast, super fast.
Weird, man.
It's crazy because at first, when they're babies, you're like, damn, I want them to start walking, blah blah blah. But then after, you're like, damn,
They're already there.
because Camila's gonna be 2 and AJ's gonna be 1. So time flies,
Yeah,
bro.
time flies, man.
Time flies. And then out there, the very first times I've been to Oklahoma, you would see that obviously it's a Republican state.
Yeah.
But this time around, we drove around and it's kind of like, I don't want to say 50-50. There's still probably more Republicans than Democrats. But we went through a neighborhood and they had like a lot of signs that say Black Lives Matter. There were, vote Democrat, vote blue. They had like their gay flag, the color flag. So I was like, damn, dude, times are changing because, if you
never
think,
see something like that before back in the day.
Yeah, if you hear Oklahoma or Texas, what do you think? Like racist ass people, Republican, but it's, I think right now they're in, it's a African American mayor that's trying to run, or he's running.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna win or not, but you're starting to see
Some things change.
Yeah, but like how we talked last time, dude. It's I don't agree with honestly any of the parties. Like Biden, like he has his shit. His vice president, that girl, she has her shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like
There's no like good in either. That's why I don't like. It's hard to understand. Like and it's weird because coming, like I said, from like a church background, most church people are Republicans. But for me, it's kind of like I don't see it that way because it's hard to say, oh, I'm going to choose the lesser of two evils, but they're both evil. Exactly. So how do you? I mean, I don't understand that. Like
they both have their pros and cons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of my cousins, he turned Republican because he did his research and stuff, and a lot of stuff makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, Democrats, the presidents we had before were actually, pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
But now it's
earlier on. I'll say earlier.
Yeah,
early
on.
American.
Because it was like how you said when we were talking that one night I got home. It was for the people, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say that?
That we look at back and
Back
our
in
first
the day.
first early presidents, you know, when the presidential was starting with Washington and those guys, you know, a lot of them were military generals. They all fought in wars, they all fought in the military and came through those ranks, and it was almost as if that was kind of like
The thing.
that was the trend, yeah. And I think that just makes a lot of sense because I feel like, yeah, once you fight for your country, you see your brothers die, and you know you've gone through some real like crap and fighting for this country. It puts you in a different perspective of when you're running it because you think like, I fought for this. I'm gonna make sure that this country's taken care of.
Yeah, exactly. And I never thought of that, bro, until you brought it up that night. I was like, holy shit, it makes sense because do you meet people that were in the military and they're so hardcore on their kids, very on point, very, you know, obviously they have their soft side,
Yeah.
but again, there's some people that take it too far,
Yeah.
right? But I think how you said we should have never fallen off that, you could say trend.
Yeah.
We should have never fallen off of that because now look at the people that are running. Now everybody believes they could run for president, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love The Rock, bro. Like, he's an idol. And he was in talks of running, right? And I was like, damn, because I feel like he is for the people, you know, what he posts, what he represents, what he
Yeah.
is and everything. But I was like, we need someone with a political background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, yeah, he's for the people. But is he a businessman?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it has to be everything in one.
Yeah, I think that's the problem is like, yeah, we've fallen, like, you know, like I said, a lot of those guys were military, man, and they were politicians, so they've seen all the sides of it. They know what it takes, you know, when you're fighting, when it's time to like back up other countries, not to back up other countries, all that whole, you got to think there's that aspect of it, you know, who we're in agreements with, who we're in trade with, all those
All
things,
that, dude.
and the, not to knock celebrities and stuff like that, but these celebrities that think they can do it, you have no idea what it takes. Yeah.
Because, again, it's either, you know, you think about it like, damn, dude, like The Rock. I would love to see The Rock in office because he's for the people. He's always, you know, help people out. But is he, like, does he have knowledge of how to run a country when it comes, how you said, with trades or financial or unemployment? You know what I mean?
All that stuff. What happens if Russia wants to, like, hey, they just decide to flip the switch and say we want to go to war? Are you ready for that? Do you know what that entails for our military? Like, all that kind of
he's
stuff.
Gonna be like, let me call the cast from Fast and the Furious.
I'm gonna get all the Fast and Furious people.
Dom. He's gonna call him like, hey Dom, we have a job. No, but you know, like, you could say Donald Trump was a celebrity, right?
Yeah.
He was a celebrity. I mean, business wise, I'm
man knows
gonna
his
sit
stuff.
here and I'm gonna say that I respect him when it
Yeah.
comes to business. But, you know, like, me and my cousin were talking, if he would step up on the plate, right, and was like, I support Black Lives Matter, I support immigration and shit like that, people would follow, bro, and all this shit wouldn't be fucking happening.
Yeah.
But with everything going on, he's really not saying anything to help it out.
Yeah.
So all his people, and I've told people, like, dude, if you really, like, do your research, he really hasn't said anything racist.
No.
He has brought the racist people out of their caves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, I've always made the statement too, like, you got to think about it. I guarantee you that fool Biden probably has. He's probably just as racist as Trump is. To be honest, they're all old, you know, and forgive me, but they're all old white people, dude. Like, I guarantee you, they
like,
all
at
are
first,
racist.
I was like, dude, Biden, you know, he has experience. He was a vice president to Obama and shit like that. But, like, if you see, you know how they have, like, those not convention centers, but those conventions where he's up there talking and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, he don't make no sense, bro. Like, I don't know if it's the little clips I've watched, but he stutters so much, like, he doesn't make sense
It
with
just
his
doesn't make
sentences.
sense. Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, like, do we need him up here? You know what I mean? And again, I've read stories of the vice president he chose, and it's just like, But nowadays is about making smart moves, right?
Yeah.
Who did he pick? African American and a woman. So people are gonna be like, damn, bro, like, you know what I mean? So what are they gonna do? Boom, instead of doing your research. They're gonna go vote for him. And again, I'm not saying, oh, I'm going for either one. I'm just pointing the facts of what I've read and of what I've seen. And I stand in the middle right now.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but it's just like with everything that has been going on in Trump's last term, it's just like, bro, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's all scary. I mean, yeah, it's all face value because, and I'm gonna be honest, like even when it came to voting in Obama, black people didn't really do their research as far as why they're voting for someone just because they're black isn't a good enough reason to vote for someone. I get it, like yeah, you wanna. I'm not saying like it was a bad choice or anything like that, but it's kind of like, still do your research, like you know what I mean.
But look, the society we live in now, bro. We've talked about this before. Is just about image, right? Mm-hmm. So you think someone from the ghetto is gonna do the research on it? No, they have the ability to vote because they were born here. So what are they gonna go do? Shit, Obama's black. We need him in office.
Yeah.
And when he won, you saw people in the hood throwing fireworks, parties, and shit like that. But
like you didn't even. Most of those people don't even know like his policies, what he stood for, and it's not like I said. I'm not saying that it was a bad vote, but it's still kind of like you guys got to do your research as far as why.
And me personally, I didn't know. But he's the one that started building those cages. Him and his party started that. Trump came in. And I feel like everything's planned, bro. Because Trump was the one that used it. Obama built it. Yeah. Trump used it, right? Yeah. Which that's when I said, like, that's fucked up, bro. How are you going to separate kids, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds? Imagine, like, you could say now your nephew and nieces, right? Mm-hmm. Brittany's sister's kids. Imagine if they were immigrants and they're crossing the border and they get caught and they separate them from their families, bro, and they don't see them for weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah. Some kids are even coming out that they were mistreated, that they were raped, that they were harassed.
Abused and stuff, yeah.
So it's just like, you know, that's not cool either, bro, because your wife is a fucking immigrant. Yeah. Right? His kids, yeah, they were born here and everything, but they came out of an immigrant's coochie, so it's just like, you know, I think everything has been planned, bro, right? Yeah. And Brittany was talking about Ashley Flowers' new presidential thing. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't listened to it yet. I listened to it
because you get to choose like obviously
the president.
I chose JF Kennedy.
I know her mom was telling us about it, man.
Bro,
that's a trip, huh?
This fool was on drugs, on fucking hardcore pain medication. Like, this fool couldn't get off of bed, bro. That's how much pain. And they called him the magic doctor. Boom. This fool would get up, bro, be doing everything. He had him with him at all times. Just so if he wouldn't feel okay. You know, and then there's other stories that the mafia helped him win. Yeah. He was good looking. Yeah.
He was I know he was like our youngest president elected.
You know, he banged Marilyn Monroe. This fool's brother banged Marilyn Monroe. So it's just a bunch. Yeah, it's just a bunch of shit, dude. Like, it's just like we don't have, you know, like Washington, bro. You see him in the history books. Like, damn, how was this fool president? This fool suited up and went to go fucking get down with people. Like, that's what you want, bro.
That's what you want, man.
Put one of these presidents, anybody, to go fight war. Let's see
how they act.
They can't.
No, and that's what I'm saying, man. It's like I feel like if you're not down, if you're not willing to put your life on the line for this country and fight for this country, then I don't think you deserve to run
our
it.
Leader.
Yeah, to run it. Yeah. And I just feel like we need to get back to that.
And, man. Yeah, dude. And how I said you enlightened my brain with that because I was like, fuck, dude, like that is true, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, this like Trump, right? Rich ass motherfucker has Trump towers everywhere. Came out in movies, shows, blah blah blah, and then like now he's running the country, but he's never fought for the country. But you say you're for the country. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like he ran for president for his money moves, bro. Like how I said, he denied the presidential
their salary,
salary, right? But I feel like he got in just to see more of how the country works. So when he gets out, this one knows the game.
He knows what's up already.
That's what I think, bro. Yeah.
But I think for sure, like, man, he could have, like, if he would have ran like for like treasurer or something like that, like in a big financial position,
Yeah.
that's like perfect for him, man. Like prime, just because to be honest, he's a really good businessman, dude. Like,
This fool, you know, I don't know if you heard, his father lent him $1 million and he turned it into this.
yeah, everything he has.
So it's just, I mean, and then I feel like our presidents are too damn old, bro. Like Brittany was saying that they brought it down to 35 years old. I think that's too young.
That's too young.
I think it should be
40.
mid 50s.
I was gonna say like 45 to 55. I would say is the gap. I mean, I feel like even like 45, you're still young enough to like have enough energy to really like
Energy
put focus
and knowledge.
Yeah.
35, bro, you're still young,
still
dude.
young.
Like,
Bro, that's only like how many years away from us? That's not too far from
no,
us.
and if you think about it, I'm pretty sure they weren't in any type of politics when they were in their 20s. I highly doubt it.
No.
These presidents that are like 70 years old, 75, it's just like, damn, bro, like, are you fit for this shit? Like,
Yeah. It's stressful, man.
like
That's what we were saying.
Like Obama's picture when we first started, he had like nice black curls and everything, and then like at the end he had nothing but white hair and
Yeah.
everything.
It's stressful, man.
It's just, like I said, we just need somebody that is all around ready to run a country.
Fit to
Because,
really run this country.
Like, I'm not gonna compare United States with any other country, but other countries, dude, it's like passed on. Like North Korea, right?
Mhm.
They're fucking evil, but the dad ran it, then the brother, then like it's all passed on.
down.
So
Yeah.
you grew up, you know, already knowing this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've been brought up in it, and you're already in it, and you know what's up.
So
and,
you know, like,
Mhm.
if you, that's, I don't know if you noticed, but every country works that way. It's like,
Yeah.
well, this fool's father's cousin, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they even have their own family in the military or whatever the case may be. And here's just like, well, this person's running. Because honestly, like, when Trump was running, remember that joke, These Nuts, right? Someone ran with the name These Nuts. And he got like, what? I think 2 to 5%.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So people were like, dude, like, the generation we live in now is so stupid. Like, they would fucking vote. Like, if Kanye West, dude, honestly, would have never dropped out, I'm pretty sure he would have a high percentage, bro.
Yeah.
Because people are fucking retarded. Like, oh, yeah, Kanye West, easy. I'm going to go vote for that fool to run a country. Like, first of all, this was fucking psycho. He went on a rant on Twitter talking about Kim, his mom, and everything. So imagine if, because a lot of celebrities were thinking of running. The Rock, Oprah, you know, Oprah,
Yeah.
she was thinking. And I kid you not, dude, Oprah might have had a fucking chance. Why? Because she's a woman and she's African American.
Yeah. Oprah kind of scares me. I don't know why, man. She freaks me out.
She's in some shit too, bro.
She kind of freaks me out a little bit. I
But-
don't know. But
You know, the elections are coming up, and with everything going on, dude, it's just people are gonna go with votes because of the color. Like, I mean, like Democrat or Republican, instead
Yeah.
of people doing research. Because I know a lot of people that have turned Democrat Republican or Republican Democrat, depending who's running the country. But you know, like, we're here in a Democrat / liberal state,
Yeah.
right? Oklahoma, it's a straight up Republican state, and you could see the difference, bro. Like,
yeah.
you could really see everything over there is opened up, like restaurants, bro. People are eating inside restaurants. Movie theaters opened last week. I know we're opening this week, AMC.
Yeah, AMC's open.
But I'm still kind of fishy about that. So, you know, imagine a Republican state turning Democrat, bro. It would be fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Because people, I don't want to say white, but I'm going to say it. Like, white people are so used to a system
Yeah.
that if you change it, bro, they're going to go nuts. You know what I mean?
It's true, though.
And then a lot
Yeah.
of people here might even turn Republican because of our governor of California as being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
So-
pushing people towards that
Yeah.
Republican mindset.
Exactly.
It is.
It is. So, because Republicans, you could say, bro, it's like you're in the military
Yeah.
because they have rules.
These are my rights.
This is how we're gonna run the state.
Yeah.
This is how the rules are. Blah blah blah. Democrats is more of like, oh well, we're more of people get to do whatever they want until they do something bad. I think that's how it is, and you could see it, you could feel it. You know, we went to a restaurant, Mexican restaurant, Mexican music, bro. We walked in and these white folks were looking at us like we didn't belong there. First of all, bitch, you're eating beans and rice. You know what I mean? Like we sat down, bro, and they like rolled their eyes at us, and we were sitting at a long table, and every time a waiter would try to sit them next to us, they'd be like, "No, can we sit over there?" and shit like that. Like, bro, we're not gonna fucking bite you or like we don't.
You gonna rob them?
Like,
You might have robbed them. I don't know.
but it's just like, if that's how you feel, like, guys. So if you liked what you see and heard, if you want to hear the rest, make sure to
check it out on all podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify. We're on everything. Make sure to give it a listen. Follow, subscribe.
5 stars. All right, guys. Thank you. Peace.